Hey guys, Cornell here. Today I'm playing Castlevania 64 Legacy of Darkness. I really wanted to play the game again after I did those beta videos, and I couldn't think about a good way to do this game without showing you something you'd already seen before. So I thought I would check out this high-res texture pack that's floating around the internet. It has been for several years now, maybe literally like 10 years this thing has been out. And so I decided that I would do a playthrough of the game now and check it out. And to make it even more interesting, we're going to do hard mode this time, which there are some differences. And to make it even more interesting for you, I'm going to pick Reinhardt to do hard mode, so it'll be even more unpleasant. So obviously you can see now the jumper pack here at the beginning says choose high, which normally if you want Castlevania 64 to run faster than a can of frozen cat piss being poured out in the Alaskan wilderness, you would always want to choose low resolution. But it actually wants us to choose high, so we're going to do that. Okay, so that's very cheesy. Like, the background effects look good, but I'm not really sure why she has blood all over her dress already. And you can see the castle back there looks fairly well done, and this is going to be a thing. I've played a little of this in advance just to make sure it worked, it didn't crash and all that. Some of the stuff that the person has replaced like text and things with is extremely cheesy.
Cheese.
Count Dracula in his castle, but Castlevania has just never really been that kind of vampire game. So, yeah. Let's just go ahead and start. And see, this looks goofy. He's put, like, the artwork that Konami released for the game, he's put that in the menu. It just feels kind of out of place there. Now, these candle textures and this stuff looks really good, though. Alright, hard mode. Here we go. You would have thought he would have put the 4 main characters there, but as you can see, they're just like on random pages in this thing. So we will watch the cutscenes again, at least some of the less annoying ones, just so we can see what he's done with this. But a few things about hard mode before we start. Hard mode, basically the difficulty mode determines what drops you get from all the candles. So on hard mode, you get tons and tons of less healing items. Basically everything is downgraded. If it had roast beef before, now it's going to have chicken. If it has chicken, it's going to have like a money bag. It gives you a lot more knives and a lot less of the stronger sub-weapons. So you just have to be really, really conservative and really careful. Money is actually important. Unless you're like speedrunning and you just can do it, you know, oh, no big deal, I'll just go right through it. You really want to pay attention to how much money you have and your red jewels and the sub-weapon level that you have. All of that is extremely important on hard mode. There's also a few extra boss encounters, and some enemies have new attacks, some of which can kill you instantly. And the enemy placement is also different in a few areas, particularly Castle Center, which I'm not looking forward to playing as Reinhardt, and I'll point that section out to you when we get there. I'm not even really sure how to do it, but we're going to figure it out. I'm probably also going to die a lot on this first boss, which is ironically the hardest boss in the whole game on hard mode, at least in my opinion. And so if it becomes a little bit repetitive and crazy, I'll just cut those out, and I'll show you where I actually beat him. I did some practice with it last night, and I got a little better at it, so hopefully I can get it first try, but I doubt it. Alright, so right away you can see all the textures are different, and I really like the background textures and these candles. I think they look sharp. I'm not really a fan of what he did with the status and gold meters. It just looks a little gaudy. The health meter looks good. I like that. I like the in-game clock up there. That looks good. I like that. This guy's going to spasm out on the floor. He dropped a power-up, which is rare. Usually, you only get one power-up on this level, to have the chain whip unless you just like stop and farm lizards on hard mode and you get the one on the crate. But this is good. This means we get our laser whip early. So you want to conserve as much health as possible on this level because you only get 2 chickens, unless there's one somewhere that I don't know about, to beat the first boss with. And because it's all on one level, you don't get a chance to restore your health. So any health that you lose, you just have to deal with it going into that fight. So it is very old school Castlevania in that regard. This reminds me of the box that rolls around to the surface and why can I not think of the name of it? The first water level in Mario 64, the Pirate Cove level. When you raise the ship, there's that little box with a skull and crossbones on it that rolls around the hull. All I can think of is Dire Docks, but I know that stage has a different name. But I can't think of it. Yeah, this is going to be a continuing theme. Like, the background graphics and the enemy retextures are all really sharp. And then you're going to see some really goofy stuff, like once we get into the Forest of Silence. In all fairness, the guy was probably like a teenager when he made this, and so he was kind of edgy. But I couldn't have made a texture pack for a game when I was a teenager, so kudos to him for even doing this. Gosh, that lizard sound. It's like you're squeezing on a bucket of rubber chickens or something. So again, we want to make sure we get all the healing items that it will let us have for this mode. And that holy water is a trick. They're trying to make you think, oh, we're giving you holy water this early. No, you do not want holy water for this first boss. Using holy water on that boss is about as useful as owning a copy of Elmo's Letterland. No entertainment value at all. And we are doing what I said we didn't need to do and lose health. It's not good. A little bit won't hurt us too bad, thankfully. If we get really lucky, one of these lizards in here will either drop another knife or an axe. An axe would be preferable, but if we have to go with a knife, so be it. Okay, this is not good. You can also see we're having to kill more lizards than usual to activate this platform. It's a portal to the Upside Down, apparently behind Reinhardt back there. Reinhardt's retexture looks fairly well. I can't tell if he's supposed to have a beard or if that's just the way the... Yeah, I think he's giving him a beard along the bottom. Water texture is noticeably sharper. Thank goodness this has one of those backflow prevention systems which keeps the water from rising to a higher level before Reinhardt can get out of the ship. You know, normally I usually just skip all these bonus jewels and things over here, but we're actually going to get them for this playthrough. You know, I'm just doing so well on this playthrough. Not getting hit and not taking stupid damage. I'm just so confident in my skills, I basically said, look, you know, I'm going to take a lot of damage on the first level. Okay, that's good. We've got the level 2 knife now. What a very short-lived galleon. Thank goodness that door was in the side of the ship there for no reason. Oh, I should save here because we're probably going to have to reload a few times to beat this. Fun fact, that platform right there has collision. You can actually stand on that if you jump towards it and manage to get over there. But you need moon jump to do so. I'm also playing without fog, which is why you can actually see some of the draw distance stuff going on in the background. So that attack right there is probably the reason this boss is so hard. It essentially homes in on you on hard
You are not prepared
mode. And unless you're like Dark Souls level at dodging in this game, it's gonna get you.
chicken.
And sometimes, like I'm getting right now, he'll just decide to spam that attack and do it over and over again until he kills you. And there's really nothing you can do about it. And you have 2 healing items. You're probably going to have your full weapon, but you will only have like a level 2 knife or something. And again with the blood, the texture pack creator has essentially like given everything like red bloody teeth. Alright, we could still win this, but I'm going to guess we're not going to. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Hey, we did it! I can't believe I got that first try. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Even Reinhardt's exhausted. Look at the poor guy. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Legacy of Darkness High-Res Texture Pack Edition. And join us next time for the Forest of Silence.